Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Clark of Clark College Consulting, the superhero of college planning, the author of 2 wonderful college planning books, and I help with selecting, applying, and financing college. And tonight with me, I'm so excited to have Zoe West. She is my first student ever to do a student spotlight, and I can't wait to ask her these questions because every time I work with my students like Zoe, she just motivates me and gives me inspiration for the future. So Zoe, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to help.
Well, before I put you on the spot and ask you some questions, I want to brag about you a little bit. And I have a little cheat sheet here that I'm going to use, but I want you to let the audience know, or let everyone who's watching know, that you are attending this North Carolina School of Math and Science in Durham, correct?
Yes.
And that just for the ones that don't know what the School of Math and Science is, it's a very prestigious school in North Carolina that you have to apply to get into. You have to have a certain SAT score. You have to have a certain GPA from your high school. You have to go there and take a test, and you have to do an interview. And it's almost like a boarding school, because students from all over the state come to Durham to study with some of the best teachers in the state as well. So it's a really, really great school. And not only that, you have a 4.5 GPA there out of a 4-point scale, right?
Yes.
Which is just amazing, which is awesome. And some of the things that you're doing there, you're in the peer counseling, you're a peer counseling coordinator.
Yes.
And you're in charge of almost 60 students at the school, and you help them out. You help them with counseling issues and lead weekly meetings, and you host school events, which is kind of cool. And one of the things I wanted to highlight with this student spotlight is all the unique talents that my students have. And one of the most unique talents that you have is your poetry writing. You're just an awesome poet, right?
I mean, that's very kind of you to say.
Well, it's just not me saying it. You've won awards for your poetry, and you've already been published. So
Yeah.
It's just not me saying it. You have a wonderful, wonderful, unique talent that you need to share with the world, and you are, which is awesome.
Thank
You've
you.
also been a sophomore dean, which is neat. You've been the secretary and treasurer of the Interact Club. You volunteer at the Humane Society, which is cool. You've been a biology lab assistant. You've traveled all over Europe, was like 12 different countries in Europe. And
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, international traveler. You volunteer at Habitat for Humanity. You're involved with Spectrum, which is really neat, which helps LGBTQ community students with feeling inclusive in the school, which is really, really unique. And I could go on and on and on. That's just kind of the synopsis, right? Just a little part of all the great things that you're doing. So awesome job, awesome job.
Thank you.
So your first question is, how is your current high school different than your hometown high school, which was at East Forsyth, by the way? And East Forsyth High School is in Kernersville, and you spent, what, 2 years there, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit the differences between the 2 high schools.
Well, my old high school, East Forsyth, was a very typical high school. There was a lot of drama, cliques, and kids didn't really care much about school. It was more about having fun.
Sure.
And when I came here, I noticed that there really weren't any cliques, and it was more about just making sure everyone felt supported. And I loved that. It made me feel so at home and so comfortable in my own skin. And it really helped me to do better in school because I didn't have all of these distractions. And everyone around me also really cared about being successful. The people I've met here are so driven, they're so funny, so smart. It's just the coolest people I've ever met.
Wonderful, wonderful. Sounds like you made a good choice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So what have you thought about college? Tell me about what you might want to study in college.
Well, I'm very interested in the environment.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing about science and math is that they have all kinds of really cool, unique classes. Mm-hmm. So this year I took an ecology class, and I loved it. So I decided that I probably wanted to study either environmental science or marine biology. And later on this year, I get to take an aquatic ecology class. So I think that'll give me a clearer view of what I want to do in that.
Yes. Yeah, that will give you some great insight if you want to continue studying that subject matter. That's great. So we're recording this in the middle of January, and middle of January means we've gotten some acceptance letters, and you're still waiting on a few, obviously. So tell me where you're at in the process and who you've heard from, and kind of give me an oversight or overview of where you're at.
Well, I've gotten into several state schools. I've got into UNC Wilmington, Greensboro, Charlotte, Asheville, Appalachian State, and then a school in Florida called Rollins.
Wonderful, wonderful. Any updates on any scholarship money or merit money with those schools?
Yes. From a lot of the state schools, I got a couple $1,000s a year.
Nice.
I think the most specific one I can remember is I got like $5,000 from Wilmington annually, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is really cool.
And then from Rollins, I currently have the Dean's Scholarship, which is $30,000 a year. And I've also been invited to an event to interview for a full ride scholarship. So I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited too. I can't wait to help you with that. And of course, we're going to help you with the interview process here in a few weeks. So awesome job. Congratulations. That's exactly what we were hoping for. So great job. Great job.
Thank you.
One last question before we get to the fun questions. So if you could go back in time, what would you say to yourself to help yourself through the college planning process?
I would say don't get too caught up in what your peers are doing. I remember thinking that I had to apply to Ivy League schools, even though I knew that wasn't something I wanted to do. So I would just say stick to what you like and just follow your heart. And
Great
I think
advice.
that's the most important thing I learned.
That's great advice. Great advice. And I couldn't agree with you more. I think that's wonderful, wonderful advice. And it all comes back to that fit we've talked about: social fit, academic fit, and financial fit. So really, really good.
Exactly. Yes.
So the next section is what I call the bonus round. And the bonus round is we have 1 minute to try to answer as many questions as possible.
Okay, I'm up for the challenge.
Up for the challenge. That's what I like to hear. So I'm going to try to get through at least 10, if not more. Okay. And you can always say skip, and we'll skip to the next one and maybe come back to that one.
Okay.
So I have my watch here that has a little timer on it. So let me get the timer all set. And I did this once and it worked great. So let's hope it does great again. So the watch is set. And so after my first question, I'll hit the timer and we'll kind of go. And we'll see how we do. Sound good?
Okay, yes.
Okay, first question. If you could buy any type of food, what would you buy?
Chinese food.
What color is your toothbrush?
Green.
If you could be any animal, what would it be?
A cat.
What is the one thing you would put on your bucket list?
Skydiving.
What is your favorite superhero?
Oh, Iron Man.
Iron Man, okay.
He's cute.
Who do you admire the most? By the way, we're 23 seconds in.
Definitely my older sister.
Your older sister, well, that's a good answer. What is your favorite summer activity?
I love hiking.
Well, hiking, that's a good answer. If you could buy any flavor of ice cream, what ice cream flavor would you buy or purchase?
Ooh, anything with cookie dough.
That's a good answer. Who's your favorite cartoon character and why? 49 seconds.
Probably SpongeBob, because he doesn't care about what other people think.
That's a great question. Last question. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Somewhere in South America.
Great answer. We got it in 1 minute. So awesome job. And I think we got 10 in. So awesome job. Great job, Zoe.
Thank you.
Well, again, thank you so much for being with me tonight and sharing the world your wonderful talents and experiences and your thoughts. And thank you so much. So I look forward to continue working with you for this through this process. And we will see you soon.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.